Hey, I was just thinking about some of the books I read and stack them up. I got stacks and stacks of books, believe me. I got stacks of books. And I was just looking through some of the titles and I saw Stephen R. Covey. You know him. He's the one that wrote the book. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That's the book. It's a good book. I had 2 copies. I don't know what I did with the first one. I misplaced it somewhere. And I had to go buy me a second copy. And it's just as good. I seen some stuff the second time around that I probably missed the first time. Okay, it's a good book. Okay, it's nobody is paying me to say that now. And I tell you why I'm saying this. I'm saying this that a lot of people read it, but in spite of all those who read it, we still see there are a lot of folks who are marching in the same spot, marching in the same spot, day in, day out. It's marching in the same spot. This conversation is going to be about the everyday habits of highly frustrated people. That's the one. If I had to write another book, that'll be the title. The everyday habits of highly frustrated people. These are the people who wake up in the morning tired. They go to bed late at night. They got to get little medication to help them to sleep. They wake up in the morning, got to get a little booster to keep them going through the day. These are the ones who, if they remember, they'll say a prayer. You know, thank you, Lord, for this day. Hey, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we should rejoice and be glad in it, right? That's the quick prayer they'll say. Hop in the shower, take a little shower, come out, you know, brush the teeth, you know, comb up the hair, you know, get dressed, rush out the door, head to the fast food store, get them a little breakfast along the way. Then it's a big commute. Maybe it's an hour, maybe it's 20 minutes. Hop on the train. If it's the train, they got the iPods, right? And they're listening to what? The same music that they've been listening to yesterday, the day before, the whole of last month, the whole of last week, and the whole of last year. That's the same music. If they go to work by car, hey, it's either the local radio station, V something, you know, or it's XM radio. How about that? It's XM radio. And they're listening to, guess what? You guessed it, the same stuff they've been listening to day in, day out. Every day they go to work. It's the same thing. Just a different order, but it's the same thing. Now they get to work. If it's a production line situation where they work in a factory type setting, right? They go, they hit the time clock, bam! Okay, cool. Then they go straight to work. Guess what they're now waiting on? That first 10-minute coffee break when they could go hang out, right? Yeah, that's what they're waiting on. If it's an office setting, guess what's going to happen? These folks are going to go sit at the office desk, take them a cup of coffee, sit at the desk, and check their email. Yeah, you get it. Check the email, see what's going on in the private life before they do any work. Maybe 10, 15 minutes later after they had the first cup of coffee, here goes. They do a little work, maybe data entry, whatever, do something on the computer. And guess what they're waiting for? I can't wait to get my first cup of coffee. What first? Mean a second. I can't wait to get that coffee. So they go get that cup of coffee, hop back on, do some more work, back on the line, do some more work, whatever they got to do, make a living that way, right? And guess what they're waiting on now? You guessed it. They're waiting on the lunchtime. Go to lunch. Go to lunch. Hop out the door real quick down to the fast food store and get them some fast food, you know, burgers, whatever, chicken, something. You know, they call it the gospel bird. And get some, come, jump back to work. Guess what they're waiting on now? They're waiting on the afternoon coffee. You are so smart. The afternoon coffee break, the 10-minute coffee break. That's great. After the 10-minute coffee break in the afternoon, it's all eyes on the clock because we got to get out of here. Hit that clock, out the door. On the way home, stop, get you something to eat. You know, little fast food stuff, get something to eat. Bam, home. Go home, sit down on the couch, cut the TV on. Blip. Cut the TV on. Guess what you're going to watch? You're watching the news, man. We got to find out what's going on in the world. We got to stay relative. We got to find out what's going on in the world. Keep abreast of what's going on. But it's the same stuff that you saw this morning. It's the same stuff. Just a little bit of, maybe a little bit of addition, but it's the same stuff. Sensational stuff, right? The sky is falling down, Chicken Little. The sky is falling down. Yeah, that's what it is. Then after the news, it's maybe a little movie or something. Keep a little entertainment, you know, sit on the couch, get a little nap, you know. After the nap, here goes. Off the bed. If you remember, you say your little prayer, hit the bed, get a little medication, sleep. Next morning, same thing. Same thing, day in, day out. But now here comes Friday. Friday is a little different from most people because that's the day the eagle flies. Yeah, that's it. That's the day the eagle flies. That's the payday. You don't get no checks. I mean, you don't get no cash paid in your envelope these years. You get a check. Most of you get direct deposit. Right, you get direct deposit. So you happy now, and some folks says, down to the you-know-what store, get a little joy juice because we're going to make this weekend really count. This one is going to be it. Last week I had a few bills to pay. This is the 5th week in the month. I'm going to hang out. Get a little joy juice. Go to bed about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock Saturday morning. Get up, oh my gosh, Saturday morning. Some folks got, you know, percentage, I can't do that after 6 o'clock because we got the church tomorrow, right? Same thing. Go to church. If it's not church, maybe it's just a housework, you know, cleaning up the house, making it right again, you know, maybe a little yard work here, a little laundry stuff. Maybe go do some grocery shopping and it's all over again. 7 habits of highly effective people. No, we're talking about the everyday habits of highly frustrated people. Saturday night, we sit down, watch a little movie. Like I said before, here comes Sunday. A percentage of them head off to church. Maybe some go play a little golf on the golf course, right? Some of them hang out with friends, maybe just go have a little brunch, a little lunch or whatever, you know. We waiting for what? Guess what? Go home the evening, cut on the TV, watch and see what's happening in the news. It's the same thing, the same sensational Chicken Little story. The sky is falling down. Same thing. So here comes Sunday night. We watch a little Sunday night football. Maybe, you know, a little movie, take a little movie. On Monday morning, it starts all over again. Folks, it's the same thing. Day in, day out. The same story. Every month, every year. And there's no personal improvement, there's no personal growth. It's the same warmed over mental food that they've been feeding themselves on. No wonder why they are frustrated. They hate the traffic in the morning and the evening. They hate the job. They hate the boss. They hate the pay. They hate the benefits. They hate the hours. They hate everything about the job. But they do it for 40 years. 40 years. Same thing day in, day out. Maybe just a little tweak into the situation. Maybe just another job to go to instead of the same old workplace, maybe something else. But the same thing for 40 years. There's no Social Security. There's no retirement. There's no 401k. There has been absolutely flat out no growth. No growth. Folks, when are you going to change? If you don't make a change, nothing is going to happen. You can bet your bottom dollar. I believe there's a saying that goes, a fool is he who does the same thing day in, day out and expects a different result. That's not you, is it? When are you going to change?